What's up, amigas, cheetahs? Listen, I just came off of a 12-hour overnight shift. Ain't shit sweet right now. Island, this toxic give and take relationship we got going on, it can't continue. It cannot continue because it is very bad for my mental health. First of all, that episode was about 90 fucking years long. All them chats in the beginning, we only needed to see maybe half. Like for me from the beginning, Olandria and Nick, right after their kiss, they went downstairs and Olandria was like, it's cold, and Nick took his shirt off and gave it to Olandria. Listen. Given what happened later on in the episode, I know y'all about to call me delusional, but I truly do feel as though Nick feels a little something for my girl Olandria. But at this point, it's just too complicated. Not only is it too complicated, but Olandria, don't whack me when I say this, y'all. Olandria is delusional as fuck. I was choosing to be blind to it because, you know, I love my Princessa Olandria, but I fear her obsession with Taylor and her fixation on being with her Dika cowboy. It's scaring all the hoes, Nick included, I fear. Also, like, a part of me is like, he was gonna go back to Sierra anyways because, like, him and Olandria are just so balls deep into being homies that, like, this pivot in such a short period of time, it was never gonna work. Y'all could have gave us more than 24 hours. You could have committed to the bit for at least 2 episodes. Like, this was really, really stingy of y'all. I can't lie. What else happened? JD had that weird ass chat with Huda where he was calling her too dominating, too controlling because she, I guess, kissed him too hard in the fucking challenge. Shut the fuck up, bro. Just be wanting men to stop. Stop talking, stop breathing, stop existing, because what are you even talking about, JD? What the fuck are you even talking about? So I'm gonna give Huda her 9.5 for that. She just got up and walked away. She said, okay, good shot. Adios. Period. Because I would have done the same thing. Because what the fuck are you talking about, homie? Something else of note. Ace having a conversation with Coco, and Coco was asking him if he's a jealous type, and he was like, nah, like, I'm not really a jealous type of dude, but I don't play about what's mine. That's my type of And say what you want about Ace, that man don't play about Shelly at all. I didn't even think for half a second that he was gonna recouple with Coco because I know that man does not play about Shelly. Now, I did get a little bit nervous in the recoupling. I did. I'm seeing people talking about, oh, they're scamming. First of all, how do you even know that? And second of all, even if they are, I don't give a fuck. I want to feel something. This is Love Island, and they're the closest thing I got. Anyways, let's get into the recoupling of it all. So they did all the irrelevant couples first. You know, Iris is back with TJ. Austin is still in my friggin' villa, coupled up with the Dexcom girl. You got fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this bitch. It's 11,000 people in this fucking villa right now. I'm overstimulated as fuck. Get all these people out of my face. Especially Austin. Let's start with Austin, please. A quick sidebar. They are so fucked up for letting Sierra believe that Nick actually got dumped and left, and sitting there and watching that girl cry. Just to be like, oh wait, Nick's actually still here. Y'all are fucked up. That girl fucked her makeup up. Like, why would you do my girl like that? And from the minute she ran to Nick and was smoochy and blase, Ella knew that it was wraps. She knew it was time to pack those bags. Now the main event of this episode. So, I want to get into Mr. Ape Shall Not Kill Ape. First of all, I want to say, Taylor liking Clark is not the issue. I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about, oh, y'all mad at him for liking her. Isn't that the point of coming on the show? And no, that's not the fucking point. Taylor played in that lady's face so bad. Now, I personally could see it from day one. No tea, no shade. Somehow the cowboy had everybody in that damn villa fooled because everybody was shocked, gobsmacked, appalled to see that man picked Miss Clark. What had me shocked, gobsmacked, and appalled was the way that Olandria was borderline begging for the man. Producers, why would you make me sit through that shit? Why would you make me sit here and watch that shit? Olandria. First of all, I want to know, what did Taylor do that has Olandria so enamored with this man? Because to this day, I don't see it. To this day, I don't see it. And she was like, what is it? Like, what more do I have to do to prove to you that I'm serious about you and blah, blah. Prove to him. We are losing the fucking plot, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what happens when the producers don't bring in enough eligible men to the fucking house. You got the girls here groveling, crawling through the battlefields, trying to bag Taylor. Oh, don't piss me off. Andrea going around talking about, yeah, our connection is just that good. Like, it's going to take a real bad bitch to steal him from me and blase, blase. This is just a test that we needed. But I'm confident that me and Taylor have this super duper strong connection. Oh, Andrea, where'd you get this news? Who told you that? Cite your sources. Please! I say this with the utmost love and respect because I really do love you down. But, Olandria, you're delusional, mama. I fear it's delusion. I do. I fear that it's a really bad delusion. Like, okay, being delusional before was fine, cool, but being delusional after coming back to the villa and being able to witness firsthand how that man acts around Clark, that man lives in Clark's skin. Clark is sitting on the daybed, he is laying next to her, constantly making physical contact with this lady. That man likes Clark, and to see that and know just how differently he was with you, why are the dots not connected? Sister saw that and said, you know, they had to be physical because they just didn't have as much time. Like, you know, it's Casa Amor, so, you know, you got to lead with the physical. No, mama, that's not it. That's not it. When they were sitting outside and Taylor gonna come up talking about, oh, you don't have a handshake with nobody, perhaps you're not liked. Meet me outside. Meet me out fucking side. Taylor, you're coming this close. You're coming this close to getting a mean right hook. Don't fucking play with me, boy. His energy in general, and Clark's as well. Clark, I'm on that ass low key. The energy from them towards Olandria her entire time in the villa was absolutely fucking disgusting. You would think that Taylor wasn't coupled up with this girl and in this girl face for 3 fucking weeks. You would think that that man didn't get up in his feelings when Jalen came in and was showing Olandria that he was really serious about her. You would think that this man didn't know Olandria from a can of fucking paint. And to see all of this, and then see my sister Olandria get in the photo booth and take her sexy, pretty pictures that no man deserves, mind you, and then kiss the back of the picture and give it. I can't even say this shit. Olandria, why did you do that? Why the fuck you do that? That was humiliating. That was really, that was a hard watch. As your sister in Christ, that was a very, very hard watch. It's hard because, like, I'm watching all of this happen. I'm watching her do all of this and beg for this man. And I'm just like, how can she not see that he's so clearly going to pick Clark? I don't get it. And what I did not predict was they said, okay, everybody who didn't get picked, which was Olandria, Coco, they're the only 2 that really mattered for real. Basically, they split them up. The people who were at Casa got to save a boy, and the people who were at the main villa got to save a girl. The Casa people decided to choose Elam. It really didn't matter who they decided to pick. I wouldn't give a fuck either way. The people in the main villa, most people were saying they want to save Coco, and to be honest, like, I get it. Sure, it makes sense. She deserves the opportunity, and she's a stunning girl. Absolutely stunning. Producers, you will pay for your crime. All leaving Coco in the arsenal this fucking long is a sin. A sin of drastic proportions. She should have been in Iris's spot. High key. It's a shame. She better come back for the next season because that face card cannot go to waste. And she has a really nice personality. She's a sweet girl. Yeah, anyways, they was deliberating and most people saying we want to save Coco or whatever. And then Nick, my guy. How I feel about Nick, it flip-flops so fucking bad. One day he pissing me off. The next day he's the realest man in the house because he's sitting there in the deliberation and he's like, listen, no tea, no shade to you, Miss Clark, but this man knows you for only 3 days. You know what I'm saying? He could very well change his mind and decide that he wants to get back with Olandria. And so my vote is to keep Olandria in the house. Period. One thing about it, whether they're together romantically or not, Nick don't play about Olandria. He does not play about Olandria. Olandria got saved and Taylor and his girl didn't seem very happy about that. Taylor was sitting there talking about, oh, but if y'all save her, she might try to explore with me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Now, actually. Don't worry about what Olandria might do. That is not your concern anymore. Focus on Clark and get the fuck up out my face. Olandria got saved again, and with that, I better not see her speak to Taylor ever again. Okay, mama? I say that with love. And now I know emotions are very high, right, from the public, and everyone's like, oh, Taylor gotta get out my villa. Taylor gotta get out my villa. Hold on, y'all. We must remain focused. Austin has got to go. Austin has got to go. That's how they sneak these people into the final. Y'all remember Sammy? Y'all remember Sammy from Love Island UK? That's how they sneak these people into the fucking final. Stay locked in, y'all. Stay locked in. Stay right here with me. Austin must go. Please.